The nation's first Latina and only the third woman ever to be appointed to the Supreme Court is speaking out on the pressures people of color, like she and me, face as we work to rise up in our careers. Sonia Sotomayor said this to an audience at NYU School of Law. If you are a person of color, you have to work harder than everybody else to succeed. It's the competitive nature of our society where you have to prove yourself every day. And I don't know how many people of color who don't come into this enterprise without feeling that pressure of knowing they have to work harder. And that's not just an anecdote, that's the data. According to research conducted specifically on judges who are women of color, majority opinions authored by female and non-white judges go farther to explain and justify their rulings when compared to opinions written by their white male peers. In comparison to other judges, opinions by white men are about 6% shorter and have 17% fewer discussed citations. Norms about crafting judicial opinions are gendered and racialized in ways that create higher workloads for women and judges of color. Here's the thing. What you're hearing about in the legal context is what many of us do every day, especially women of color. It's seeding our decisions and opinions with justifications and explanations rather than simply making a point and having it be accepted. Joining me now to unpack this with me is Emmy Award-winning contributor to CBS News Sunday Morning and host of the Giles Files podcast, Nancy Giles. Nancy, I'm so glad you could join me tonight at this. What was your reaction hearing this statement from Justice Sotomayor, who is, an icon when it comes to progressivism?
Well, first I have to just say my last name's Giles, but don't sweat it. We did this whole thing right before we came on the air about pronunciation and stuff. People mistake that all the time. So just wanted to say that, and it's a pleasure to be here. I looked at the Washington Post headline and thought, yeah, people feel pressure, people of color pressure every day. Yeah, she's right. Our research finds, and I was like, and because this is just a fact of life for those of us that are of color. And what I found so interesting is hearing the data about how women judges explain and make a point of really making their points over and over again. Look, I've never even played a judge on television. I played other parts, but I know in CBS sometimes when I've written commentaries, I will tend to make my point and make it again and make it again, where I've seen male colleagues, that just sort of say what they say and they don't feel like they have to justify it or anything like that. It does. We do seem to have this baked into our DNA when we're women of color, that there's extra work that has to prove that you belong in certain spaces where in many cases there are a lot of mediocre, if you'll pardon the expression, white people around you that are being elevated. And, it's maddening. It's crazy.
Well, we speak frankly on this network about the wish to have the confidence of a mediocre white man to just make your statement and expect that everybody else will fall in line to that. The Supreme Court actually, as part of this conversation, this arcane institution had to redo how they do oral arguments because they realized the format that they were using allowed the men to cut off the women and not be heard.
What? See, I didn't even know about that. But isn't that typical? How many times have you been in a big meeting and you'll try to make a point and you get cut off, or you make a point that's not listened to and a guy comes along and makes the same point and people act as if, oh my God, read the wheel. And you're like, I just said that. I mean, again, just going back to writing and being creative, I can remember one particular instance where most of my pieces were opinion pieces. That's how I started out on Sunday Morning, which was really great because I felt like they stamped my passport saying that a Black woman's opinions were of value. But it's a piece that I wrote about something I can't remember the topic, and a producer was back about why I couldn't say it because they couldn't find film to back up the piece. And one of my now dearest friends who produces the Giles Files with me, my friend Nancy Wyatt, she was an editor at Sunday Morning at the time, and she pulled me out into the hallway, another Black woman, and she pointed in my face with her finger, and she said, "That is your opinion. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do." Because this other guy, this white guy, said whatever he wanted, was never challenged, and I had that go along to get along. Plus, I'm a comedian. I like making people laugh. I like trying to, you know, um, diffuse any kind of situation, and it can come across as weakness, whereas a lot of mediocre people just kind of go along and they don't have to bust hump like we do. I'm sure you experienced it as well.
Well, it makes me think of that at any point in life. Yes, you have to do the work and work hard to get to a certain point. But then there's also just owning the fact that you're there. And Nancy Giles, I'm
Right.
glad that you are there and here with me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me.